Hey everyone, it's Sarah Fleming from Prepare to Die Papercrafts. I'm a Stampin' Up! Demonstrator in the United States, and we're going to make this card. It's actually very easy and quick to make. So I'm going to start with a cherry cobbler card base. This is 5.5 by 8.5, scored at 4 1/4, but we're going to turn it sideways so it opens book fold. And I have 2 pieces of 4 by 5 1/4 Whisper White. And then 4 by 5 1/4, this is the mistletoe something paper. Whatever mistletoe paper is in the annual catalog. And then I also have some Mary Merlot glimmer paper that comes in the Joyous Noel glimmer paper. Okay, so what we're gonna do to start is we're gonna stamp all our little Merry Christmases. I'm using the Warm Hearted stamp set from, this is a Hostess stamp set from the holiday catalog. So you can get it free with a $150 order. And so the first thing we need to do is position our stamp. And I want to position it a little more than 1/2 inch down because the top of this is going to be 1/2 inch. So I wanted it just a little more than 1/2 inch down so we leave a little bit of space, and then centered there. So I've got it there, and I have the foam mat in here because it's a photopolymer stamp, so you need the foam mat. So I'm gonna pick up the stamp, and then I'm gonna clamp that down with the magnet. And I've got 4 different colors of ink. You could also do this with just stamping off, you know, stamp and then don't re-ink between times, but I wanted to do it this way. So first I have cherry cobbler, and I'm gonna stamp that down. And then I have to clean my stamp. Actually, I'm gonna use my cloth. Oh, okay, clean it. And then we're gonna move it down 1 hinge on the Stamparatus. Oh, nope, we're not doing cherry cobbler again. We already did that one. So let's clean the stamp again. Now we're doing real red. And I like these stamps because at least 2 of the stamps and probably 3 or 4 of these stamps in the stamp set are just the right size for the hinge stamping technique, because they're just the right, I mean, they're just the right height. And now I'm doing Flirty Flamingo. I've moved it down 1 more hinge. I'm doing Flirty Flamingo. I was really glad to see this color stick around. And then cleaning it again. I gotta move my magnet down. I'll move it down 1 more hinge. Make sure that's not gonna hit my magnet, and it's not. And then I will, my last stamping is gonna be in powder pink. Okay, for some reason, it likes to take extra ink when I have the powder pink. I think my powder pink is extra inky. Okay, so we have a little bit of an ombre effect going. And that's how easy it is to get that perfectly lined up stamping. So now we're gonna do this piece of paper. Okay, I'm gonna get my trimmer. The Stampin' Trimmer's got a ruler on here and on here. So we're gonna line it up 1/2 inch over. And then we're gonna place our blade down at the 1/2 inch mark and start cutting, and we're not gonna cut the last 1/2 inch. So we're gonna stop at that last 1/2 inch mark. And then again, over at the 1/2 inch and start up here. So we're just cutting a rectangle out of the middle of this. And I can't really see that one very well. I think that should do it. If it doesn't, we'll fix it. And then up here, 1/2 again. Cut down to where you have, to you like at 3 1/2. I can't really see because my head can't be right over top of this, or you would only see my head. So I'm seeing as best I can. And then 1 more down here, and let's see if that comes out. Ah, perfect. So then you can just put this aside and use it for another card later. And now you have a little frame with the center cut out, and we're going to put dimensionals on that one. Okay, so I've got the dimensionals on, and I'm going to attach those, attach the whole frame to here. So I probably should have put my stamp a little bit higher the first time, and maybe should have done the frame first and lined it up so that I would know exactly where I needed to be. But it's all right. It's not gonna hurt anything. And then I'm gonna glue this to the card base. And if I didn't say, this is cherry cobbler card base. Okay, and then with the Mary Merlot paper, I've got two, it comes with these two dies. I think they're identical dies. They are. They're identical. So these two dies, I'm going to cut 4 of these out because we're going to use 4, but I've already done that. So I'm just going to glue them on. So, and I'm going to glue them opposite corners. So just put a little glue in some spots. Put one here. So it's going to show a little bit over, but not all the way over. So it's just going to be a little, let me get that glue off. It's a big glob. That would definitely show. So put that there. Let me clean my fingers. And now I have glue on my fingers. And then put this one here. This one will go like this. And it'll show over a little bit. Okay, and then all we need on the front are some drops. So these are the frosted and clear epoxy droplets. I'm going to use the clear ones. And before I take them off, I'm going to color them with the dark cherry cobbler marker. And I'm only using the bullet end of the marker. I find that it doesn't work as well if you try to color these little embellishments with the brush end. So I always use the bullet end. I've heard some people say they get streaking if they use the brush end, and I only use the bullet end. So if you're having that problem, try the bullet end of the marker. And then this is the little take your pick tool. And I'm gonna just stick those on. And I don't push them down until I'm perfectly happy with where they're going. Okay. This one, since I got the sentiment so low, I'm gonna have to maybe, yeah, that'll work. We'll do that. And then for the inside of the card, I just have 2 more flourishes to put on our little piece of Whisper White. And what I should have done was put on the multi-purpose adhesive sheets before I cut these out. And I can just never remember to do that, because that would be a lot less mess than they'd just be like a sticker. But I'll do it soon. I'll start remembering soon. Okay, I got glue all over my fingers. Again, oh, and a hair. Okay. And this one up here. And that's all we're going to do on the inside. So we just glue that down and then we're done. There you go. Super easy, super quick. Thanks for joining me. And if you like what you see, please subscribe to my YouTube channel.